Ignacio Sanchez is the tyrannical president of Mexico throughout much of the story, and represents most of the driving force behind the civil war between the Mexican army and Reyes' rebels. Sanchez is a Mexican general who took control of Mexico sometime in 1910, 1 year prior to the story's setting in 1911. According to early reports, he used to be the head of a cavalry division in Mexico, having studied in Spain and Bolivia, but thought that the national government lacked the capability to properly run the people. So, in a bid to seize power, he gathered his forces to instigate a bloody coup in which he killed his brother, who at the time was the leader of Mexico. Afterwards, Sanchez made several speeches to the Mexican people, promising a new golden era for Mexico, and big changes aimed to benefit everyone. Of course, most of his promises were empty, and once the people began to complain, Sanchez sent his army to quell any uprisings throughout the country. One province that received much of Sanchez's support was Nuevo Paraíso, where large amounts of the supplies and troops were entrusted to the territory's provincial governor, Colonel Agustin Allende, and his forces. Even with all the social unrest going on, the people of the United States were made to believe that Sanchez was still committed to helping the Mexican people, not hindering them. This was further supported when John Marston openly admitted that he thought Sanchez was a kind and gracious leader. After Abraham Reyes and his rebels overthrew Colonel Allende, they marched on Sanchez's residence in Mexico City and managed to overthrow him after a bloody siege, which lasted several weeks. By the end of the story, nobody really knew what happened to Sanchez. Many claim that he either fled into exile to live out the rest of his days in disgrace, or was killed during the battle for Mexico City. Sanchez is never encountered during Red Dead Redemption, but is referenced on several occasions, either through articles in the Blackwater Ledger or by some snide remarks from Abraham Reyes.
I have to know, what did you think of Agustin Allende, young?
I saw enough to know he ain't a good man.
It is bad enough he beats the people he's forced to protect, but it is worse that he enjoys it.
Something must have made him that way.
Cowardice made him that way, my friend. That and Sanchez, of course.
Who?
General Ignacio Sanchez, our country's kind and generous dictator. Everything comes from him. It is like a father who beats his son, and then the son takes his dog outside and rapes him.
That's a very specific example, Abraham.
Es una marioneta. How do you say, a puppet? Everything he does is controlled by Sanchez.
In America, they told us Sanchez was making things better here.
Pinche propaganda. He talks about economic reform, about how this is a new golden age for Mexican people. But look around you. The people are poorer than ever.
That is everything we know about Mexican President Ignacio Sanchez. Thank you for watching.